Thank you so much. I think Rajna ma'am, I will hand it over to you now. Denul, is it okay? Fine.
Yes, sir. We can move ahead to Rachna ma'am. Rachna ma'am, you can carry on.
So good evening to all, everybody. Rajna ma'am, now the stage is for you, right? The entire virtual platform is for you. So please carry on. Thank you so much.
Yeah, thank you so much, Rajput sir. So good evening, all of you. We are once again back with another session of Seed Talk. So the sessions of Seed Talk has always been experience for IDYM. So IDYM have been conducting such informative and knowledgeable sessions even in the weekends. So it's not a holiday in the weekends for IDYM, as because in those weekends also we have intelligent sessions, knowledgeable, rapid fire, and lot of learning too. So not only staying at home, not only having fun time with families, but also a lot of learning from IDYM group of companies. With that intention, we are back again with a power pack session, and today's session is also going to be more of learning, more of knowledge. So on that note, we have today a host of speakers joining in for this session. So we will be giving you a knowledge about the most important topic, career counseling and personality development. So, which is actually the most important and the need of an hour, rather, we can say, because without our career, we stand nowhere. And career and personality go hand in hand. So, on that note, we have great speakers joining us across the globe. We have our first speaker for the evening. Without much delay, I would like to invite our first speaker on the platform who will be speaking about career counseling and personality development. So she is none other than our most intelligent Nandi ma'am, who is a dreamer, an achiever, a mother, a motivator, a speaker, a believer, a coach, who is on a mission with a vision to transform lives and help people become the best version of themselves. She is a certified grooming and personality development coach, communication skills trainer, life coach, parenting coach, makeup artist, entrepreneur, and who can be the best talking about a personality development and career counseling. So, Nandi ma'am, the virtual platform is all yours. We are eager to listen to you about the importance of career counseling and personality development.
Thank you so much, Rachna ma'am. First of all, a very good morning, good afternoon, good evening to each one of you. Namaste, hola, salam alaikum, bonjour. It's a true pleasure for me, and that I got this opportunity to be a part of this platform amongst all these esteemed speakers and talk about personality development and career counseling. Now, to start with this topic, I would love to ask few questions. Have you ever felt that in spite of having everything in life, it is still not moving forward? Do you get those moments where you feel aimless and unhappy of your choices and decisions being taken? Are you confused and in conflict of which career path to choose to be successful in life? If it's yes to any of these questions, then the next few minutes would be truly beneficial for you. Now, personality is a combination of all the qualities which makes you different from others. And development means a positive growth and change. So we can say that personality development is a process which helps in enhancing our inner as well as outer qualities. Although it's just two words when we say personality development, but it's like a big, big umbrella under which we have a lot of things to learn, a lot of techniques, methods, tools, concepts to take care of. Now, personality development is a multi dimensional tool which can be used to transform our lives. It comprises of four tools. The first would be thinking, that is our thought process, our mindset. Second, feelings and emotions. Third would be our behavior, the way we respond, the way we react, the way we behave to any situation, to any event, or towards any people. And fourth would be attitude, be it positive or negative attitude. Personality development is an ongoing process which we need to achieve to keep up our personal growth and prosperity. Now, a better future starts with a better you. We are caught up with the illusion with external factors. We mostly focus on the circumstances around us, the situations around us, the people around us. We are not focusing on ourselves. Things which are uncontrollable are to be ignored. What we can focus and do something about is the change within us. It's rightly been said that if you want to see the change, be the change. We need to work on our mindset, our beliefs, our perspectives, our confidence. To survive and to thrive, change has got to be an important role to play. Be open to change. Be ready to feel uncomfortable, as you cannot achieve the desired result if you're always in the comfort zone. You need to make sure that you come out of the comfort zone, feel uncomfortable, change the pattern in order to change the results. Whenever we talk about personality development, there's one very important key factor which I always focus on, that is self-confidence. Self-confidence is to know, yes, I can do it. It is to know and to understand your flaws. Because if I know my flaws, nobody else can use it against me. It is to accept yourself. It is to accept your strengths as well as weaknesses. To understand that it is okay to fail in life, to learn from our mistakes, to learn to make choices whenever we get a chance to change, and to know opportunities. When we say opportunities, these opportunities actually don't come very often. They come very far and in few in between. But when they come, we need to learn to recognize them and make the most of it. Confidence should be like a graph,
Ketan
always
sir,
going up.
one second, sorry. Ketan sir, can you mute yourself? Lot of disturbance is coming, if you don't mind. Ketan sir, can you mute yourself, please? Yeah, thank you so much. Ketan sir, please mute yourself. Ketan Desai sir. Ketan Desai sir, please mute yourself. Ketan Desai sir, please mute yourself. Ketan Desai sir, please mute yourself. Okay, and I think after 2 minutes we have to again log in. So sorry for the interruption. Ketan Desai sir, once again request you to please mute yourself, sir.
Confidence should be like a graph which always goes up. Confidence is like building muscles. How we want to, if we have a desire to have muscles, we hit the gym every day. Similarly, if we want to build confidence, we need to work on ourselves every day. And personal development makes you confident and mature professional. And these two extremely important qualities are required for career development. That's how we relate career and personality together. When pursuing your ideal career, considering your personality traits that can actually help you establish your strengths and weaknesses. There are 5 steps I would like to highlight on, which are extremely important in choosing the career, walking in the right direction, and that actually provides a comprehensive framework for assessing our skills and establishing learning outcomes. Step one would be assessment. Get to know yourself. Begin to identify what are your values, your interest areas, your passion, your personal traits, the skills, and career satisfiers. Step two would be exploration. Based on the assessment, explore and do some research on the career possibilities. Gather information. The best way to gather information would be to talk to people who are into the same area or the same career you want to desire and you wish to go into. Another way to explore would be career and network events. Third step is preparation. Once the assessment and the exploration is over, refine your career goals and strategy through informational interviews, internships, and by developing a career action plan. Fourth step would be implementation. Develop and implement your skills to accomplish your goals. And the final step would be the decision making. Make an informed and meaningful Am I audible?
Yes.
Rachna ma'am has joined.
No, not yet. We have only 10 people.
Yeah, I think Rachna ma'am has joined. Shall
Yes.
we go ahead?
Yes.
All right. So I've already spoken about the top five steps in the career development. So in
Last one, once more.
last
Last
one would
one.
be last one after the implementation of step 4. The last one would be the decision making, which is the most important step. That's a fifth step. And we need, after grabbing all the information, all the analysis being done, working on the strategies, gather all the interview skills, making yourself competent, understand your personality traits. After studying about yourself, we need to make a decision, make an informed and a meaningful career decision. Now, whenever we talk about career decision, it's actually a process that it goes on. We need to actually study on ourselves. That's why it's rightly said that personality and career goes side by side. Look into the exponential goal. And from the exponential goal, look into the incremental goals. When I say exponential and incremental, what I mean is look into the bigger picture. Down the line, 10 years, 15 years, you must have a bigger vision of your goals. And then focus on the small steps. And those steps must be in the right direction to reach to that bigger goal. Thank you.
Wonderful, ma'am. That was really nice. And all the five steps are really convincing that we know how we can correlate with each other right now, that both go side by side, two sides of the same coin. So we need that to implement it. Once we can implement both
Recording in
together,
progress.
this will become a totally a situation which we cannot get down from. So thank you so much, ma'am, for sharing your ideas on a very important topic, which is a real need of an hour. Before I move on to the next speaker, I would request everyone to mute yourself, because if any speaker is speaking, it's very important that we listen. Every point is very important, because we can gather a lot of information and make our Sundays more fruitful. I would request everyone to be on mute mode. Only when you need to speak, you can raise your hand and we'll take you in. I think, yeah, somebody is having network issues or Ketan Desai, sir, I would request you to keep yourself in mute mode because we need to listen to our speakers. So thank you so much. Can we mute Ketan Desai, sir? Because his mic is open. Desai, sir, can you hear us? His mic is on. Still probably is not able to hear us.
Off. Mic off. Mic
Yes.
off.
Yeah, so we will move ahead with our next speaker who is joining us today. And our next speaker is none other than Mrs. Mela Zumunuhu from Spain, who has joined us all the way from Spain. A very, very lovely lady with a lot of information to share with us today. She is a mompreneur, social media strategist, networking consultant, and the president of Success World One Europe. So over to you, ma'am. We are all eager to listen to you today about personality, career counseling, and personality development because this is one of my favorite topic too. So I am very much curious to know. I've already collected some notes from Nandi ma'am. Now over to you. The virtual mic is all yours.
Thank you so much, Professor Rachana. Thank you so much to IDYM Companies for this opportunity, and Dr. Rajput, thank you. And I loved listening to Dr. Sutapa Nandi on her explanation of personality development and career counseling, because it is so important, especially in these times that we're living in right now. So for me, developing your personality helps you analyze your strengths and weaknesses. And this way, it helps you formulate strategies, not only in your career, but also your personal life. Knowing your personality enables you to have a better level of communication among co-workers, higher authorities, and also helps showcase your potential skills and thereby helping you grow in whatever career or field of your choice. When we meet new people, it is often their personality that grabs us first. So personality involves not only inborn traits, but also the development of cognitive and behavioral patterns which influence the way we think and act. I would like to share with all of you some soft skills which are so important for enhancing our personality and career options. The first one, and one of the most important ones, is communication skills. These skills help us understand what others are saying, feeling, and also convey our own ideas and feelings. Good communicators can speak clearly and confidently using the right tone, which should be positive and appropriate for the situations that they're in. The next skill that we need to develop would be organizational skills. Now, this does not just mean being tidy in our physical or digital space. It also the ability to plan, schedule, and prioritize. Good organizational skills will help us save time, prevent miscommunications, and improve our efficiency. Another soft skill which is very important to develop is self-confidence, the belief in your abilities, actions, and decisions. By developing this skill, you will be more likely to pursue ambitious goals, try new things, and the most important, believe in yourself, no matter the circumstances. Another important soft skill would be interpersonal skills, which is also called people skills or social skills. These include verbal and non-verbal behaviors and reactions to interactions with other people. They will affect your ability to build relationships, make impressions on others in any social circumstance. Fifth would be adaptability. So people who handle change well often get along with a variety of personalities and can thrive in any environment. They will remain calm in surprising situations, and this will be a very important skill to develop. Sixth would be work ethics. This means being reliable, responsible, giving the best work possible, being determined and disciplined. People with good work ethics tend to be more productive and have a positive attitude. Another skill would be problem solving, the ability to handle challenging or surprising situations. Good problem solvers stay calm when they encounter obstacles and are able to assess all their options to find the best solution to whatever circumstances are there. Eighth would be leadership, the ability to guide people. Good leaders motivate and help others achieve their goals. So important, not only thinking for themselves, but for everyone included. They help build confidence and improve morale. And ninth, last but not least, would be integrity. This skill is so important because it means doing what is right, telling the truth, even if doing so presents challenges. Having integrity can lead to a good reputation and offer opportunities for advancement in any career and any personal relationship. So, when we talk about careers and choosing the right one, I would say it's important to learn from those around us who already are in those careers, learn new talents, discover more things about ourselves, and improve upon our existing skills. And as was mentioned by Dr. Sutapa Nandi, networking is a very effective way of interacting with different personality types, learning new ideas, and understanding how to communicate correctly and work with others. So, by meeting new people, developing new relationships, this will help you in whatever endeavor that you have. Thank you so much. Have a good day.
That was really, really nice, ma'am. And we really got to know that, yes, networking right now, what we are doing in this platform to IDYM and getting more used to the personality development every day, every single minute. We are growing and developing our personality. Every single incident, every single talks, every single meets develops a personality drop by drop. So we need to have a connection. We need to speak up. We need to have a total development of our personality. It makes you more confident. It makes you a mature professional. So if you want to increase more in your professional world too, your personal development is must. It is also very, very important for the career growth. It helps you smile even in the worst of circumstances. So we don't know, we cannot understand by looking at your smile in which situation you are. Like right now, I have an electricity loss, but still I am conducting this. There was a lot of network issues in the beginning. So your smile doesn't allow you to understand the situation which you are in at the backdrop. So this really, I really loved it, Meena ma'am, as you said, as well as Nandi ma'am, that networking is very, very important. And every single moment you grow, learn, develop. And this makes your personality develop more and more. Upgrading oneself in time, it is very, very important. And it's not only preparing you for the present, but also it prepares you for the future, which is going to come. Maybe in even more dear situation, you cannot back out. So today, right now, the situation in which I was in the beginning, even right now, I just thought to quit, but that's not a quitting situation. We need to fight that situation and come out even in the best of your with the best of approach, even in situations which you cannot tackle, which is not in your hands, and as a result this can affect your personality. So this can come in your face, this can come in your appearance, but you need to be always approachable, and you need to convey what you need to convey. So thank you so much, ma'am. Those eight notes which you gave to connect the career counseling as well as the personality development. So we also have some more eminent speakers who have joined us. So without much delay, I would love to collect some more information from them too. So, on that note, I would love to invite Dr. P.K. Rajput, sir, from India, who has joined us. He is a member of IDYM. So, his personality is such that before starting talks on personality, just a few lines I would love to remind everyone. As when I had asked Rajput, sir, to give me a small introduction about himself, he said that he doesn't need to be introduced. He is just a simple human being, and that is what personality means. But still, I insisted. So, as a result, a small introduction from about him. He is the senior vice president of Kedla Pharmaceutical Companies in charge of 25 countries. And oh my God, before saying that, automatically it is coming out. And he is also the OMG record book holder, more than 500 plus citation in less than 2 years. Shared everything with more than 14, I think the counting which I'm going wrong, for one, no, it is 14,500 young stars to professional. He has changed them. So he is the best person to talk about personality development and career counseling. How did he reach from zero to this, the president of in charge of 25 countries? It's not that easy job in a pharma company to come up and be in charge of 25 countries. It's only based on the personality development. And I feel Sir is the best person to speak on it. So over to you, Rajput Sir, to speak about how can career counseling and personality development help you achieve more and more in your professional world also. So all over to you, sir.
Thank you, Rashnavam. Once again, I am very much humbled and have a gratitude for such wonderful words which you have said. You made me so emotional. So, good evening to all the wonderful people who have joined here as a part of IDYM, because I am also one of the member of IDYM. I always feel that I am also a small contributor, like the Rashna ma'am and so many beautiful people are here who contributes to make IDYM as one of the best platform. And before I start my talk, I want to wish Preeti ma'am, as belated many happy returns of the day. Preeti ma'am, yesterday it was your birthday, right? So if you are listening,
yeah,
please.
Preeti ma'am, happy birthday from my side also on behalf of IDYM.
Thank you so much.
เสียงก่อนวันนี้มีซูมด้วยเดี๋ยวเข้าสักหน่อยจะได้เอาไปประกาศให้ลูก
So fine. So thank you so much, and so happy to hear from Sutapa ji for the 5 wonderful
พี่เค
points.
พี่เค
And Mila ma'am for the 9 beautiful points which you said about it. It really resonates with the thing, right? So let me tell you about it, because there are 2 things are there. Career counseling, which is very important because it is start from the basically from the 9th and the 10th standard, right? Because today the situation is getting changed, and a lot of the avenues are available for the children to understand the things, understand and get confused also. Both the things are there, the wide understanding and the wide confusion, both things are there. So here, when the career counseling start, because by the 10th standard onward, they start making their dream, that what they want to become, but their dream is very hazy, right? And this particular point of time, the parents and the guide, the mentor, the teacher is going to play a very vital role. Why I'm saying so? Because now post COVID, the things are getting changed, the things are getting more exposed. We are on the digital world, the people are getting one step ahead, second step ahead, third step ahead. So it is very important to be a mentor for the child, not teacher for the child, not guide for the child. so that you as a teacher or you as a parent, you understand where the inclination of your child is. And please ensure that the child should be encouraged for that particular area and subject. Because where the inclination of the child will be there, the child is going to make the difference. I was just listening a beautiful background of Sutaba ma'am here. I like to highlight her because she was there. She was in the airlines. She was there in outside the India, and then she wants to start her own setup and an entrepreneur. And also how she has changed the thing because that dream was there. So here one of the example is there, how you chase your dream, how you start your career, how your parents they have encouraged you to make the career that part, and how you have taken the turn of the career so that you are making the things happen. So this is one of the example. I know how many people they all have joined here. They would have started the same journey in the same way because somewhere some encouragement, some dreams were getting fulfilled, and the things were coming up in a very beautiful way. But on the contrary, there are some places where the parents are not so educated, right? Where the where the teachers are going to play a very vital role. So it is not that everywhere all the child's parents are very educated, they understand the thing, but there a teacher or the professor, he or she can guide that yes, how the person, how the child can attain the thing. So that is about the career counseling part. Because if by 10 to 12th standard, if you are able to show a path or dream to the child will have the roadmap, which Sutapa ma'am, she said about it, that you have to have the roadmap, the baby step, right? You have to take that part. So I was just listening very carefully. Very beautifully she has said, because actually she was talking about herself, which I know because I heard about her. So this is a baby step that we can take it up and we can achieve to the particular level, and we keep on climbing on that step, and then we can grow. Am I right, Sutapaji? Thank you so much. Thank you so much. So this is about the career counseling part. Now the important point comes for any person's life, which is again a very very important thing and makes a vital role. Personality development. See, our personality is there where the two things are there, where we have been born up and where we've been got up on the way. There is a different type of personality because our culture, our systems are different, because we are of a different community. But when we come out from the place, we have to face the world, and the world says that no, world, we have to work as per the world. So we have to change ourselves, we have to be a change agent. So for the change agent, a personality development is very important for anybody and everybody. It is not the age, it is not the stage. Every step of the time you have to change the personality and you have to gain on the personality. So there are 5 factors which I personally feel is responsible. One is the emotional part, mental part second, third is social, fourth is the spiritual, and fifth is the physical. So I'll elaborate why I asked about the emotional part, because you know that people today, they are emotionally getting strong and they are getting broken up also. Both the things we have seen in the COVID area. So that is the reason we say that emotionally why it is required, because you have to acquire a new habit, making yourself strong. You have to feel that yes, you are a strong guy. You can make the things happen. You have to build your confidence level. Nobody is going to pump an injection for the confidence. You have to see yourself. You have to say in the front of the mirror that yes, God has created you. You are going to do something great. So that confidence level you have to build yourself, which is going to make very strong. Gain the knowledge, which again one of my speaker, they said about it. Learning, keep learning the things, because learning is always giving you some strength. The people whosoever have written the book, they are the learned people. They've written with their experience. So if you start learning, you will start gaining the knowledge. Either you are in the professional field or either you are in the different field. Then always have the positive approach. This you can see here, the half glass, right? I always say it is a half glass filled. I never say it is a half glass empty. Because if you say half glass filled, it can quench the thirst of 2 or 3 people. But if I say half glass empty, it is a negative way of thinking. So this is the other point. Be very warm. The way Rashna ma'am, you have given my introduction and the other people are talking about it. It is, you can find that positivity part, right? We can find that is there, which you said that the current was not in spite or in spite, right? This is a word which I like it. We cannot say if it will happen, but it had happened. No, we have to say in spite of all the things, we made the things happen. This is the positive part of making the thing happen. And that's what we can really make the world to be a beautiful place to live. We can make ourselves to the best person. We can develop our personality. This is the first part on the emotional part. Now I'll talk about the second part, is the mental part, because it is very important in this VUCA world, right? Because the things are changed. So we have to practice calmness. Again, you are not jittery, ma'am, right? So the current was not there. We are not jittery. We can see your face. You are worried about it, that how fast you can come and you can be on the platform. So this is a difference. A person becomes very jittery, a person becomes calm, and then the person takes. So you have not reacted, you have responded on this. This is one of the finest example where we can say how mental attention can make a difference. So we always have to respond on the situation instead of reacting on the situation. 0.1% it came to your side that I may quit, but you said, no, no, why I should quit? In spite of that, I will come back. So this is a beautiful example people can learn from this meeting itself, that here the people, they are sitting here, they how they change and how they make the things happen. Third point I like to have in the mental part, be assertive, right? There has to be an aggression, but the aggression should not give you the aberration. Aberration is start bleeding. No, 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 no. Assertiveness with aggression, which always give you one step to go ahead. This is again a part of the personality development. So whenever you think positive, right, you will be doing, you like to do the things. No, no, I have to do it. In spite of whatever the hurdles are there, I will ensure the thing. This is very, very important. Stay calm, right? So the way we can see your smile here, right, in spite of that, how you are calm, that was there in the mind, back of the mind is still, it must be there, the current should not go, but still that smile says that you are very calm about it. So I will give you again your example, and we should have the power to breathe. Okay, what had happened? Nothing doing, I am there, I will make the things happen. So me as a person are there, we can make the change, right? We can make the things happen. And this beautiful smiles always attract the smile. So I can see your smile. So when you give smiles to somebody, right, the other person will again respond to you with a smile, right? Nobody like to see a frown face, right? This is very, very important. So smiles will add smiles, which you said about it. So this is the second part. Third part I like to have social. Why we are a social animal. Without socially involved, we will not be there, right? And networking is the net worth working. That is very, very important. Networking is the net worth. And because we will start interacting with so many people, because I am very, very clear, whatever the things I have given, I keep on learning from every person in the life, because I know if I'm attending it, I will learn some 2 point which is going to add in my dictionary, and I will be utilizing it whenever I'll be speaking and putting the things there. So this is very important. Be interactive, be a social person, but the social is where you learn the things, where you gain the things. There are two types of social, the bad social and the good social. So always be a company of the good social, where the people, they are ready to give you something to learn. This is the third point. Fourth point is spiritual. Why I say spiritual? Because we all are of some different community. Somebody is Hindu, somebody is Christian, somebody is different like that. But we always respect our God. So when we respect our God, we as a human are the best creation of the God. Then we must respect ourselves. We must love ourselves. We must say thanks to the God, that doctor, that God, you have given me this opportunity. I'll ensure my day should be full of the positive approach. Be humble. So when you will be humble for yourself, you will be humble for others. You will be going to give respect to the others, because when you seek respect for yourself, definitely you are going to give respect to the other person also, right? And with the humility and compassion. The last point is I like to have physical health. It's very important, because it always says the best friend is your own physics, one body, right? If your body is in your control, you can do anything, because again the mind will be very positive. So with the body, when you're good, right, you are doing some physical exercise, you're sitting, responding, how you're talking to things, everything, posture, gesture and all, it's going to add value, which is very, very important for the any person and every person. So I personally feel that the 5 points which are very important: emotional, mental, social, spiritual and physical, if you really involve ourselves for these 5 wonderful points, right, so we can make the thing difference. And at the same time, I always say, make ourselves as a better version for ourselves, because this is not the end. This is the journey which is there. So till the time the breath is there, we have to make ourselves very clear, and we have to develop our personality so that we can match with the other person's personality, because there's so many other good people are there in front of you where we can learn from them, and it's a continuous process. Thank you so much for giving this opportunity, ma'am.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And I always love the way you just assimilate and everything, join it up together and put it. So that was so nice, and even correlating with a lot of examples. Wonderful listening to you. All the 5 important points, which is very, very important, how it affects the personality. But one personal question which I would love to hear from you, because you are in charge of 25 countries and in a pharma company, how do you manage that? Is it all totally about the knowledge, or is it only about getting qualifications, or is it on the personality which you attract all the companies together in the 25 countries? So I would love to know from you, sir.
Okay, so very wonderful question, because see, when I take care for this 20, earlier I was the in charge for India. So for me, India is like was the cakewalk. But when this new opportunity has been given to manage 25 countries, so I got an opportunity to learn from everybody and anybody, because the different culture of the country is there. So I said, let it be a learner, right? And if you are going to be a learner, everybody is going to help me. So it is all, I become always inquisitive to learn from the people, right? And this is not the knowledge part, because knowledge is has to be there, because knowledge is a basic base, right? You have to learn so many things. But if you start taking the help from the people who are there, I think you can do wonder. And that is my clear thing. Whenever I go and meet the people, I say, no, I seek your help, I want to learn from you, right? So they are very open. If I say, no, no, I know everybody, anything, everything, I think that is the end of my life. So that is the thing which I always put myself, and I keep on learning. And with the grace of God, I think the people like you and so many people where I can see here, they always help me to learn in my entire career and entire my the way which the journey continues, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir. Yes, we need to be always a learner. We need not need to be showing off what we have achieved. If we do that, then obviously will not be open, which I tell my students too, that when I am in a lecture, that I always go as a learner to my students' lecture. I don't go as a teacher when I enter, as a professor when I enter for the lectures, because if I enter in front of my students as a professor, then they will try to pull my legs and they'll not be interested in my lectures. So I go as a learner in front of them and learn from them and give them what I have to give it to them. As a result, their brains are open and they take it. If I go there and only to advise, only to give the lectures and throw what I have to throw, it becomes only throwing. It's not no longer a learning. So students also need to communicate with this intention, as you said, Rajput sir, that we always need to show that we are still in the process of learning. As Vivekananda said, that we are just a grain of sand in the knowledge of ocean. The great knowledge of ocean is yet to be conquered, and we are just a small grain of sand in spite of our so many qualifications, so many degrees with us, but still we are just a grain of sand. So thank you so much, Rajput sir.
I like to
Really,
add one thing. I like to add one thing. There was a very old story, and I think most of the million people they would have heard about it. So there was a car factory was there. So it will meet me. You can either Rolls Royce or BMW or something like that. I will not take the name of the car factory, right? So they have prepared one of the most costliest car, because all the good minds were there, and it was one of the most fastest car they have prepared it, right? So when the car was built and was ready to come on the road, what had happened? When you're supposed to come out from that particular garage, from that particular showroom, they found that the car cannot come because the rooftop was having the 4 inches difference. So the people were very much surprised how the car will be coming out, because that's one of the most costliest car being prepared by the company. Engineers were thinking what to do. Then somebody says that, oh my God, we have to cut the roof of the car. Then somebody said, my dog, somebody has to break the entire wall there, because then only things will come out. So one very small person who was a cleaner, right, cleaner, janitor, he was listening it very carefully. He simply said one thing: just inflate the tire of the car, and automatically the 4 inches will come down. See, this is the knowledge. Just inflate the,
superb, superb.
yeah, they just inflate the car. The 4 inches will come down, and by starting the engine, easily you can take the car out and again put the air in that, and the car will is ready to move. So that is the beauty of learning from anybody and everybody, either from the top level to the junior most level. This is one of the examples.
Superb, sir, super. That idea was brilliant. Yeah, of course, we get to know, understand, and if we give up and if we start racking our brains in that situation, then it is very difficult to understand the things. We'll never be able to solve if we keep on racking our brains. Lovely example for this apt for the situation. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. So, on that note, I'll move ahead with our another most great speaker who is waiting to relish us with his knowledge. So, we have a great speaker, Dr. Soji Gopalakrishna, who has joined us all the way from USA. So, we welcome you, sir, on the platform of IDYM, and we are eager to listen to your points on career counseling and personality development. So the virtual mic is all yours, Dr. Soji. Over to you.
Thank you very much, Professor Rachna, ma'am. It's my pleasure to join this C Talk 2022. What a great day. And it's a great pleasure to hear from the great professionals over here, experienced professionals over here, um, Ms. Sudipta, Dr. Rajput, Ms. Miller, and thank you, Dr. Ravi Shankar sir, for giving me this platform. Thank you, IDYM. Let me share my screen. So give me a, uh, give me a, can you see my screen?
Yes, sir.
That's great. Right. So everyone was talking about personality development from diverse speakers. We heard about a lot of things. What is exactly how the personality can be developed, and what are the things to be taken care. Learning from mistakes, learning from anyone. That's a beautiful session we are just going ahead with. So my way of I am talking from a very different angle. So everyone know the personality development is a very important facet, is an integral part of the skill development, because because it is a ready to express your thoughts and take the necessary actions backed by clarity, and it's very much important. The clarity and precision is very much important when the personality is developed. But what is it exactly, the personality development? It is a process to your work. So you have certain talents, but you have to develop some talents, and you have to develop some skills. So you are strengthening and nurturing your talents, and you may add new kinds of skill set, relevant skill set for your personality development. So one can definitely bank on experience and training. Without training or interaction, we are talking about networking, how networking can be done, and we learn from each other. Without the experience, that kind of training, we cannot develop our personality, or we can embark in a particular career. So when we are talking about the personality or referring to the stable attributes that get reflected in your behavior approach, so some and how you communicate with the people around, we are talking about different kinds of skills. So sometimes we say about the soft skills or hard skills that can be invested in the personality development in much appealing way to handle various situations, to be progress in your career. A lot of soft skills and hard skills. So normally, people will be successful in their life. Sometimes failure. Sometimes they, it's a quote by Nelson Mandela. Clearly mentioned that do not judge me by my success. Judge me by how many times I fell down and got back again. So personality development, when you talk about the personal development, the success, the failure, or how many times you fell down is very much, to be noted. So for a personal development, we learn from our mistakes. We learn from each other. We learn from I think I'll wait for another 1 more minute for everyone to rejoin.
Yes, sir. I think 1 minute.
Yeah,
We
right,
must. Yeah, yeah.
right. Please let me know when I to start back.
Doctor, so
I think sir, we should start. 14 members have joined. Rajna
Right.
ma'am, I'm sure.
Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's not by our success is not judged by always, so the path is always there is the flowers will be there, there'll be thorns will be there. That will help us to modify our personality. So when schools, when we go to colleges, we have certain set of skills, but later part over years we have to double check whether these skills are you know timely for the current world. So I'll be mentioning about those things later. So basically, skills for a personality can be basically there are three kinds of skills or three types of skills: functional, self-management, and special knowledge. So when we talk about the functional skills, that will be normally will be inherited in our birth or developed through the experience and learning over the years, maybe instance. We talk about generations. So different incidents in our life. Example, making decisions, repairing machines, or calculating the example. Another kind of skill is self-management skills is mostly about our behaviors we develop in learning to cope up with the environment or working in an organization or how you condition the people around, being energetic, determined, resourceful, dependable, a lot of things like that. And another one is a special skill that you will be mastering a specific body related to a particular type of work profession, part of a profession occupation or needed for education or for educational activities like accounting, catering. So these are basically functional self-management special knowledge. So what happened? Maybe the functional will be as it will be inherited in our traits. Maybe self-management skills will be inherited in our traits as we grow up. But the special knowledge skills may change because your profession change, your work change, your education thing change. So this is this particular skill, special knowledge, keeps on fluctuating. So why? What is career counseling? So every people when started, they are embarked in their career, they think, oh, this is a particular job, which particular career which fits to my personality, or this particular. Everyone embark into a career that in a particular way that this fits my personality or this well suits my character. That's why the people embark in certain kind of characters. But when you go for a career counseling, so what does it mean by a career counseling? It's kind of career guidance. It's a counseling designed to help with choosing, changing, or leaving a career and is available at any stage in life. Not only when you are studying in school or in a college or a university or leave your studies. I believe, as Dr. Rajput was telling, lifelong learning. You are learning from others lifelong. So normally one carries on one of the most important aspects of adulthood, embark into new career with the first time or second time there are very change. A lot of factors will maybe create embark stressful kind of situation to the life. So people will be confused. So when you go for a career counselor, it will help and discuss the problems with them. They were able to guide you properly. So career counseling and personality is very much relevant and very much interlinked. That's what I want to tell you. So let me tell you a journey. So now we are in Industry 5.0. What is Industry 5.0? There were a series of industries. Industry Revolution 1.0, 2.0, 3.0, 4.0, and 5.0. So the steam was there earlier. That's what the Industry 1.0. 2.0 is where electricity was there. Third is like machine automation came into it. Industry 4.0 is more towards internet robotics. Industry 5.0, now we are at Industry 5.0, where cobots and humans will work hand in hand and they will come give a lot of service to the humanity. So you need special skills to manage it. The Industry 5.0, we say, like robots, people are saying, hey, robots are replacing human beings. And whatever skill sets we are attaining is no more useful. But now in Industry 5.0, we are really using when the machines or when the robots use to try to do repeated work. For example, in a hotel, the for example, in Boston restaurants, the robots are preparing the food in the restaurant. When the robots prepare repeated jobs, so using preparing a burger or frying certain things by robot arms, the humans will check into high order thinking and need the special need of the guest. For example, dining in a restaurant, they need people are coming with allergies or vegan foods. They will take care of those things or special foods. So this is the era of Industry 5.0 where people and humans are working. So you need a special kind of skill set for that. So you need career counseling based on that. So for example, we can just simply see in the digital world what happened and some of the other companies also, great MNCs, how they do. In 2006, Twitter was launched. 2006, Apple launched the iPhone. 2008 is Lehman Brothers. So go all the way 2009, 2010, 2011, 2012, 2013 about the mobile surpasses, a lot of other things there. So then move to 2015, Germany says the best yet to come after celebrating 75 years because Germany was in automation at the very beginning itself. 2016, $10 tablet computers came. 17, assembly workers in factory in Hanoi started wearing sensors to gauge concentration work. 2018, analysts attended presentation for Fortune 500 chief performance officer. 2019, doctor in China carries out remote surgery on patient in Ghana. 2020, rioting seeps across university campus as students lost patience with the lack of job opportunities. 2021, licenses guaranteed for driverless cars, Ubers, driverless Ubers. 2020, words first fully automated and robots save hotel opens. A lot of changes happen. The skill set has changed. The counseling need to be changed accordingly. We cannot now. It's COVID era. So the skill set pre-COVID, COVID, and post-COVID will be changing. So career counseling is very much important. That's why I want to show this journey, how we reached 2022. And currently there are three worlds of work. Before COVID, currently after COVID. So what is portraying here is three kinds of world. The orange world, the green world, the blue world. So different world needs different skill set. So what is Orange World? Orange World is companies, MNCs begin into breakdown into collaboration networks or similar organizations. Specialization dominates the world economy. So they are into customer needs. They need the people who are skilled, are how to satisfy the customer needs, how interact. Nowadays we have online platforms. We have various online platforms which can deliver various things to our home doors. So this is more kind of these orange world companies, MNCs. What they do, their kind of work is totally different. They are MNCs which take the central stage as it's like a capitalism kind of thing. Another thing is the green world. These are the companies which look into the green activities, demographies where the climate and the demographies and embedded sustainability into their practices. So they are more to a green, sustainable kind of the corporate. Next one is a blue world. So blue world is more towards the multinational companies, sorry, into the capitalism. So what is the differentiation between the orange world and blue world is in the orange world, more towards online kind of thing. In the blue world, it's more towards individual preferences and things. So most of the multinational companies will be in the orange world and the blue world. But in the blue world, it's not online, most towards online. It's customers to B2C kind of approach in the blue world it is carried out. So in these three kinds of world, the kind of skills will be different, the kinds of traits which is needed to be different. That is to be noted during this COVID era. It's very much important. So different characters, for example, corporate is a king in the blue world. Company is care in the green world. Small is beautiful. That's in the orange world. So different. So I'm not going to explain the whole thing. I'm just trying to tell you how the organizations will source the talent, skills in the corporate world, for the green world, and for the orange world. How the reward and performance in the blue world, green world, and orange world, and how the learning and development happens in these three worlds. How the role of HR changes, the role of technologies changes. So on a whole, what I want to convey is how the skill set of the people are changing in all these worlds. So this is tremendously a move from the in the starting of the internet era, which can be still like 1995 to 2022, a lot of changes happening in the global kind of things. So we need a career assessment for that. So when you choose a career that matches the overall strength, you're more likely to enjoy your job. You're also more likely to be successful. So the kind of career counseling what we given like 10 years back won't suits for the current scenario. So it should be the career assessment should be this. It should be the students' interests and personalities and aptitude should be should be noted, identified by using various tools and the pathways has to be very much relevant to your interest. So career assessment should be in a way that we should fit the current need. That's very important. One example I want to tell you. I was working at Health University in Malaysia. So they have a special wing in the university known as Career Sense, where when the students comes for taking up a course, they will be getting an opportunity to take a test and to understand their career and understand what kind of skills that they need and which kind of jobs will well fit for them. So they have a series of tests where they have to understand this particular kind of careers. At the end of the test, the result will tell you this particular kind of careers will fit to you. And this is developed by the psychology department of the Health University. What a way to understand which jobs fit to the people. Is also a part of the career counseling. So just want to tell you, if you want to check more about that, you can go to the Health University website and go through Career Sense, and you can take the test. It's a free of cost. Just want to share to you and for the other people who are really want to know how their career should be in future. So coming back to 2020, the skill set which is needed. So we are talking about the personality and we are talking about the career counseling. And now what are the skill set which is needed for 2020 and the years beyond? Should we have like a future oriented skill set like technology, digital literacy, critical thinking, self management, interpersonal? It's basically interpersonal is more important, like communication skill, mental flexibility, building relationship. We were all discussing earlier, and teamwork effectiveness, how we can work as a team. Moreover, the leadership skill is very important. So, the current era, these are the few things which is needed. This is from HR forecast, the citation. So, my last slide, how you enhance your skills, how the career counseling should work. So we should, national level, we should identify which are the specific skills needed, which kind of personality is needed for that nation, identify that. Based on that, strengthen the skill system of the country, identify the various skills and strengthen the skill system by using counseling service. Different kinds of counseling services are available. So, as a conclusion, what I want to tell when you're physical career counselor or virtual too, now you have virtual and offline kind of career self transformation can be done. Be able to plan your career roadmap better to effectively work towards achieving your career and life goals by taking advantage of your personality trait. That is very much important. So that's all for my presentation. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, sir. I think that was the most informative part which you said. And strategically, we understood what exactly has been happening since the time we came into the online world and how drastically the market has changed. And as per the market, how we need to develop ourselves and how we need to prepare ourselves with the career as well as for the personality development as per the required need of an hour. So, thank you so much, sir, for giving us some insight into the technological development and enhancement of a personality in that longer space with all the pointers which you had targeted. The point targeted was very, very important. And I think everyone should again go back to the slides which Sir had shown. So that was very informative for every students too, as well as those who are seeking out for a career guidance. You need to understand what exactly and who is your target personal, whom would you be approaching, and as per that you need to develop yourself. So that was really great insight, sir. Thank you, sir, for joining us today and giving us a wonderful insight into the career as well as the personality development side by side. Before we move on to the other questionnaire session, I would just love to present a token of thanks from IDYM side for all our speakers this evening who had joined us. So I'll be sharing my screen for that. Uh, I just hope I can. Am I allowed to share the screen, Rajput sir?
Yes, ma'am. I think it is all yours. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sound.
Dr. Soji Gopalakrishna Pillai from USA. Congratulations. Ms. Sutapa Nandi from India. Congratulations. Dr. PK Rajput from
showing.
India.
It's not showing. It's not
Congratulations.
showing, ma'am. It's not revolving.
It's not showing, sir.
No, it's not showing. I can see your app, which is there in your laptop. It's not revolving. Yeah.
One second. I'll just again share it.
I think it go to the YouTube and do that, not from the mobile. Yeah.
From the YouTube, I'll do that. That's important to share. Just give me a few seconds.
Sure, ma'am. Sure.
Nice, you told me in directly.
Yes.
So that
Yes.
now is the screen visible, sir?
Yeah, it is visible. 100%. Fantastic.
Is it moving, sir?
Fantastic. Very nice.
Dr. Soji Gopalakrishna Pillai from USA. Congratulations. Ms. Sutapa Nandi from India. Congratulations. Dr. PK Rajput from India. Congratulations. Mila Zimanhu from Spain. Congratulations.
Miss Rachana Chakrabarti from India.
Congratulations.
Yeah, that was fantastic. And always IDYM has something new to share, and a token of love from IDYM group of companies for all our eminent and erudite speakers who had joined us, giving us a lot of insight and making our Sunday more brightful and more attractive. Now, before we wind up the session, I would like to ask all the eminent other guest speakers who had joined us if you have any questions to be asked, because I feel the session was so informative. There's nothing left, no pointers left unquestioned. Everything has been handled, but still, on a personal note, if you would love to ask anything to our eminent speakers, They are ready to take in your questions. Please, yes, I can see a hand raised up. Uche Mtron, please.
Metarom.
Oh,
Yeah,
sorry,
thank
sorry.
you.
Yeah.
It's okay, Prof. It's okay, Prof. My name is Professor Uche Emetarom. I'm also called Grace, so Grace may be easier.
Yeah,
I want to
Grace, Professor
commend, yes,
Grace.
yes. Um, Thank you so much. I want to commend all the speakers. They are wonderful, very wonderful speakers. And I learned a lot. I keep learning from everybody, from my students, from my grandchildren as well. There's just something that I needed, probably Rajput. Dr. PK. Dr. PK, are you there?
Yes, very much.
Good.
I'm listening to you, Uchi ma'am. 29th,
Okay.
I remember. 29th, I remember.
Yes. So, no, not 29. This for my own is 28. 28.
Yeah, 28. Yeah, 28
Then
has
we
been
have
shifted to
20,
29. Yeah,
then we
correct.
have 29th here with IDYM. Yes.
Yes,
I
correct.
just wanted to know, when you talk about networking and career development and developing your personality, some people
Yes,
erroneously think that it has to be all rosy. It has to be all rosy, but they I am from a different country from yours. Your personality is different from mine. And some people, when they think that you're not reasoning with them along the same line, that's it. They cut you off um, without accommodating the other person. I don't know how they will improve their career or even learn. Now, my question directly is, can one learn from a negative, what do I call it, habit? You have a friend who has a bad side or negative side. Can you learn something from that in order to improve your own self or improve the person?
correct. I think very wonderful question you have asked, because see, the negative people, if they are there are a lot many things are with learning from them, because you can find that, because see, the negative person will only see the negative part of it, but you
Yeah.
are a person who wants to learn. You will see both the things from that part, that why the person is seeing, because why a person becomes negative. You will agree with me, it is not that after meeting you the person start behaving. It is the behavior habit which has been developed for him, and that's why
Yeah.
whatever had happened in the past, right, it has become the things which is taking out the negative. Maybe the family circumstances, the people were
Mm.
not good in the family, that they have some
Mm.
problem in the education part was there, the things were
Mm.
not happening as per the requirement. So whenever
Mm.
the child sees this distress, he always behave in that, right? Why the people they become psychological stress and all, because they have seen that thing happening in their family, in the background and all. So these negative people will always tell you, because they are like a devil's advice, all right?
Mm.
So
Yeah.
devil's advice, and it's very important when you are there, you have to have a devil's advice, so that you should be very clear about it. That the Maslow theory says na, that when you want to do something, something negative is going to happen. So these are the
Yeah.
people who are, you're the torch bearer, so that you're still learning from them, and you understand
Mm.
that yes, it may happen, because in the
Mm.
entire what Soji sir said, na, ki when you are giving when there is the bunch of roses are there, it comes with the thorns, right? So the thorns are
Yes.
always there. So it depends
Yes.
upon us that how we present that beautiful bunch of roses to somebody else while taking out
Mm-hmm.
that thorns, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because when you go in the
Yes.
rose garden, you have the
Mm.
roses, you have the thorns,
Mm.
you are plucking it, you don't want to have the
Yes.
blood on your finger, but at the same time
Exactly.
you want to pluck it so that you can get this beautiful fragrance of that, and you can present it to somebody else.
Exactly.
So that is the
Exactly.
way, Uchi ma'am, because you are a professor, you understand the thing. I
Yes.
personally feel that I learned from this, because see,
Yes.
when I was managing in India, more 755 people, right? So
Mm-hmm.
755 people were not on the same strength, because I was
Yes.
managing multiple divisions and all. But
Yeah.
I was putting myself, I was empathizing with them, that why they are
Mm.
negative, what is the problems are there. So I was
Exactly.
going deep to the problem, the
Yeah.
genesis of the problem, and I want to
Yeah.
take it out, because we are in the
Yes.
medical profession. So what we say, that somebody is suffering with the fever, why the fever has come? It is with the cold, or it is with something else,
Mm.
or what the basic
Mm.
things is happening with the person. So let us go to the problem, take the
Mm.
problem out, and then you will find the clearance of that particular problem. So now,
Okay.
since you know, Uchi ma'am, because I'm meeting you, I'm going to come to Nigeria and all.
Yeah.
right? So there are different people are there because Nigerians are different. I take care of Kenya, I take care of the Mauritius
Yes.
and all. So the thinking of the
Yes.
people are different, right? They are very
Exactly.
positive people, very emotional people are there, very emotional. So if we
Yeah.
start respecting their emotions, we will be able
Mhm.
to win them,
Yes.
right? So it is for
Yes.
me because when I entered in the Nigerian market, I first thing I learned that respect the people more the way you respect in India.
That's true.
Right. So if you start putting yourself small things and they are full of etiquettes. Let me tell you about
Mm.
your Nigeria because your first
Mm.
language is English and the English is such a wonderful thing which I have seen the people full of etiquette. A small driver, he will when
Mhm.
open the door and you say thank you, he will just bend down in front of you. He will also say
Mm.
thank you, sir. This is the
Yes.
kind of respect they give, which I have not seen
Yes.
in the India. Right, a driver bending down in front of you and saying thank you to you on your thank you. So this is
Mhm.
the way that you understand and make the things happen.
Yeah.
So
Thank
that
you.
is all. That is all.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Mhm.
That's wonderful. That's really wonderful. I feel that yes, etiquettes it matters a lot. It is very very important, and it gives a view of about a country too with the etiquettes. I just practice that whether I get a reply back or not. Whenever I am using a cab or an auto rickshaw or whatever vehicle, I just make it a point to just tell thank you. It hardly takes a second to say those two words, but it can make a difference in everyone's life. There's important two words with a smile. If you can just say thank you. How much time does it take? Payment everyone does. Money everyone pays. We know we do not run out of the auto rickshaw or the cab without paying. We are not doing anything. We are just giving him the payment. But one thank you with the payment might make a lot of difference. So yeah, that's really true. I hope Ruchi ma'am, you got your reply and probably the one of the best questions also asked. Uh,
Thank you.
so any other questions we would love to hear from our guests?
No, I can add Rachna ma'am because Uchi ma'am, she is a grandmother also, correct? So she
Yes.
Yes.
has seen the two generation, how
Yes.
she has brought up her child and now how
Yes.
the grandchild is behaving. See, there is
Yes.
a lot of changes there. The way
Mhm.
Uchi ma'am was dealing with her children and now how she has to behave or how her child is behaving with their children, there is a lot of differences there.
Yes.
Complete sea
Yes.
change is
Generation.
there. Generation gap is
Generation
there.
gap.
Generation gap,
Mm.
sea change. And then Uchi ma'am cannot deal with the same way the grandchild, the way she was dealing with the child. So, ma'am, that is the thing. Immediately, the 3 years the child is going to react to you. Why you are scolding me? What I have done wrong with it? In
Mm.
our age and stage, we never used to say about to our parent that why you are scolding. What they said? It was right. Correct or
That's
not?
true.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that is the differences here, and that is the reason that negativity comes. You start poking the nose, na immediately, child. Oh my God, why this? And maybe you're the mother, you are the grandmother, you are the grandfather. The child will start keeping the distance from you, and
True.
then
Yes.
you'll say that, oh my God, he's a pokey person. So if I'll go again, he'll poke, right? And it's better to avoid.
Thank you.
In our days, we used to get the carrot and stick. We used to follow the carrot and stick. That if you
Yes.
don't do this, you are going to get this. But
That's true.
nowadays, it's a award and reward.
That's
So,
true.
the way of parenting has totally changed. If we try to implement the same way of carrot and stick now, it's going to come back to us.
Come back.
And
Yes.
that too,
True,
the
true.
impact will be very negative psychologically for the child as
The
well.
carrot will go to them, the stick will come to us.
In my country, in my country, what we say is you beat with one hand and then you draw the child back with the other hand, and explain. Yes, with love. Yes.
Can I add?
Very
Can I add
good.
one thing to that? Can I add one thing to that? Right.
Yes.
Normally, when you, as a personality, when you work individually and when you work as a team, the approach is totally different. When you work with a team, everyone is having good and the evil and God is in the human being. So how well you bring that godly things out of that, that matters. That matters the real leadership. So everyone is having plus. How you work on their strength, that is very important. Simple example, I just want to quote from India. No offense of British people. I'm just talking something like we were India. The cultural thing was Aditi Devo Bhav. The god is treated as the guest is treated as a god. When it comes to the house, they will give garlands, still like all those things. So So when the colonial education was incorporated, the kind of the people they want was created in such a way that fits the need of the colonial emperor's need. So our traditional systems were all changed, but now the evolution is again coming back. Now is a virtual world. A lot of things are coming back, and this a kind of new education system is going to be in place. But the British people, which taught us that kind of education in UK, they all changed a lot, because I met one of the professor in US, and not the professor exactly, he was doing a CBSE director in Kuwait. He was telling, I don't know how I am running the CBSE schools here, but the system practices the traditional way. Some things are changed, but in UK and all, they already changed their education system, and the skill set what is needed to the students are all changed. But still, we are holding those back, those things still. Even the colonial system is end, but still we are holding those educational practice. There's a lot of things we have to think on this kind of particular theme on that behalf.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Sir, I like to add one thing, because now there is a new change in the leadership style is there, right? The latest leadership style is that when you work with your team, right? The outsider doesn't recognize who is the leader. That's the way the team should work. I
Exactly.
repeat, the outsider will not be able to recognize who is the leader. That is the strength the real leader inculcate with the entire team. And we work
That's
on
true.
that to ensure that everybody should be a leader, right? And leader
That's
should be
true.
the only as a like a mentor to ensure the
Mm.
entire team should lead. If one person is not there, the second person immediately take over and make the thing happen.
Exactly.
So things will keep on going. So this is one thing. And here I like to give this example, because we are in the pharmaceutical industry, and this is a very, very big industry, because Rashna ma'am will know, because her husband also work in that. From last 38 months, because I was taking care for multiple divisions and the different scenario. Five divisions were there. From last 38 months, month on month, we never ever missed our sales and marketing targets, which includes the top line and bottom line. 38 months, and it has come in the record in the pharmaceutical industry. So this has happened, and it is not only one division, all the five divisions, all the five people. And you will not believe my attrition rate was only 3%. That was the thing that we have added about it. Just 3%, where the pharma industry rate is 28%. So that was the beauty which we have added, that we have built our people so that they should build themselves. Tomorrow, I always say, if I am not there, doesn't mean that engine is not there. You all are like a jet engine. You can make the things
Exactly.
happen. This is the
Yes.
way we have to build our people. And that's what I have learned, because this the learning has not come from that, which I have learned from the other people with their failures and with their success. So what you have shown the example of Nelson Mandela, that how many times it failed and what you learned from that, which is very important. Right. So when you
Mm-hmm.
see some people are successful, some people are failure, what are the good things are there, and why the people become fail? And it is there in the personal life also, in the professional life also, in any type of career. So there, it is not
Mm-hmm.
that APJ sir was a very big person, but he became very big person. He was a son of a paper boy, right? He was a paper boy. The used to reside in a very small room. Why we respect Mr. Pichai, the Google head, right? He was again residing in just 2 BHK house, right? 2 bedroom house. All these things were inculcated. So the people whom we respect, they are a very, very normal people, but they have built it themselves in that way, learning about the thing. So, Uchi ma'am, I think your question was absolutely brilliant question, and it is required in any profession, in every profession. Either we are in the IT field, either in the digital world. Ultimately, anything and everything has to be dealt by the human. And till the time emotional touch is not there, human touch is not there, heart and mind is not involved, the success is
Mm-hmm.
not going to come. That is very, very, very clear from a
Yeah.
child to any level of the profession. That is very,
Yeah.
very true.
Yes. And I would also like to add, let me also observe in IDYM, the same example is playing out. Our boss is not here, but
Yes.
each time he's not here, everything is going on smoothly. And that is because he has succeeded in getting everybody to be a leader, to coordinate, because the leadership is ability to coordinate. So when one leader is not there, the other person coordinates. It's not a question of position. Wherever you are, there are others that can, you won't feel the absence. So we really need to cut. And in doing this, we have to take into consideration our personalities, respect others, have regard, and also accommodate our differences, learn from our differences, because we keep learning. A leader does not stop learning. Even if I coordinate today, tomorrow you coordinate, you learn from me, I learn from you. So I agree with you, Dr. PK, that leadership is changed. The concept has changed too. You don't know who is the leader. Everybody, it's a team. That's why it's a team. Together, we lead together. We earn and work together. We succeed together. Thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Very true.
You are mute, Professor
Yeah,
Rachna. Yeah, okay.
yeah. Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Ulche ma'am. Yeah, true, very true. We need, today's generation has changed, and together with that, our approach towards the personality development too, we need to change ourselves and make it broader. And being an educator myself, I try to implement that in also with my students when we are training them for the future, to approach the future world. So we need to have things sorted in a different point of view. We cannot say that we have learned it in this way, so we need to give it in this way. So we need to learn, unlearn, and learn. That is the process, which is because as per the situation, we need to present ourselves. So it was wonderful session, learning session, and knowledgeable. So wonderful meeting all the erudite speakers across the globe, and it was a real learning sessions. And IDYM makes this platform more intelligent and knowledgeable, and we are all learning, as Uche ma'am said, that yes, IDYM makes us leaders. And even though the great leader Raviji is not there with us today, is traveling, but still we have the show going on, and the most informative mission,
Beautifully.
very nicely conducted. So thank you so much, all the speakers, for joining us across the globe and making this evening more wonderful and knowledgeable. And to all our audience, just to remind you all, don't forget to join us for our next session, Seed Talk 3, with much more informations and more good speakers joining us across the globe. So, Rajput sir, if we can close end the session for today.
Yes, ma'am. All yours. All yours. All yours.
Thank you.
Yes.
Thank you,
Thank you
Prof.
so much,
Rachana.
everyone, for joining.
Thank you, Prof.
Thank you,
Rachana.
everyone.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you very
Thanks.
much. Thank you. Thank you.
Coming soon to Ranchi and Bombay.
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Good night.
everyone.
Good night.
Thank
Good night.
you,
Good night.
everybody.
Good night. Good
Thank
night. Good
you.
night.
Bye. Good night.
Beautiful Sunday. Bye.